Coming up next on this edition of In the City, one state department is celebrating a milestone in its career with a unique tribute. Plus, one parks and recreation facility is temporarily closing to the public. And we'll meet one of the newest members of the city staff. But first, there's something many people do every day without knowing the consequences. We'll tell you all about it and more coming up right now on this edition of In the City. Welcome to another edition of In the City, your source for what's happening right here in the city of Murfreesboro. I'm Callie Durham. Murfreesboro's wastewater treatment plant is urging citizens to make a small change that could save the city some big bucks.
The reason for the expansion is that Murfreesboro is a boomtown. It is an awesome place to live. It's got a college. It's got everything that you could want to raise a family. It's got some of the big city feel, but it's got the hometown vibe. As a byproduct, we have to handle the wastewater that's generated by these businesses, by the growing community. And so we're expanding the plant 50%. This is going to help accommodate us for the next decade, hopefully. And as a part of that, we're building an off-site regional pump station. This pump station is going to be huge by most standards. In most other towns in Tennessee, this would be their main pump station. For Murfreesboro, because it is a boomtown, it's an off-site satellite pump station. We're building a force main between that pump station and our new headworks building. This new headworks building is going to be at the plant. It's going to be part of expanding our capacity by 50% by some measures. And the purpose of the headworks building is to screen out inorganics. So for example, an inorganic would be the wet wipes.
Wet wipes have become popular to use by people and are advertised as flushable, but the Murfreesboro Water and Sewer Department recommend to not flush them, but to throw them away in the trash. They get caught in the wastewater pump stations and clog up the systems.
We don't want citizens to be worried about their system. We're taking care of it. We're operating it in a way that they don't have to think about it, because we're talking about over 40,000 customers, in the sense that there's 40,000 accounts with the Water and Sewer Department, and also over 120,000 people. So when you add those numbers up, the wet wipes, the fat oils and grease can be an issue. It's a small thing for the citizen to do, and it'd be a big help for everyone.
The Tennessee Department of Transportation is celebrating a big milestone this year, and in honor of the historic occasion, they're presenting a way to spread knowledge about TDOT's evolution and excellence across the state. The Tennessee Department of Transportation is celebrating its centennial year with a traveling exhibit to commemorate its 100 years of service to Tennessee. The exhibit features a timeline of significant events and projects throughout the department's history that will travel from one end of the state to the other along the Memphis to Bristol Highway, which is known as Tennessee's first road. The exhibit features several historical documents, including one of the first sets of road design plans that date back to 1917, in addition to some handheld equipment that was used by TDOT employees many decades ago. The first stop on the TDOT 100-year mobile museum tour was the Cordova branch of the Memphis Public Library. Since November of last year, the exhibit has been in Jackson and Dixon. After it leaves Murfreesboro, the exhibit will continue across the state, stopping at the Tennessee State Museum in Nashville before heading to Crossville and Bristol. TDOT has made significant improvements to transporting motorists in and across the state throughout its tenure and continues today. TDOT kicked off its 100th year as a state agency on July 1, 2014. In addition to the mobile museum, TDOT's centennial celebration will also include the release of a special edition transportation history book and the installation of special commemorative signs along the Memphis to Bristol Highway. For more information about the TDOT Centennial, 100 years of moving Tennessee forward and into the future, please visit the TDOT website at tdot.gov. www.state.tn.us. In order to keep up with the growing demand of customers, one Parks and Recreation facility will temporarily be closing its doors. Sportscom is undergoing some major renovations in order to expand and update its facility.
Okay, as you can see when you pass by Sportscom any day, we're doing a lot of renovation going on now outside. What you're seeing is the addition of our new weight room. That'll be moved downstairs from upstairs, and hopefully we'll have that finished. We're planning on reopening on May the 4th, Monday, May the 4th, but we will be closed March and April.
The majority of construction can mostly be seen taking place on the exterior additions to the building, but as operations are set to move indoors, many customers will be briefly displaced until renovations are complete.
We tried to have our construction held down to a minimum in the closing of the building, which, like I said, will be March and April. As of right now, we're really doing exterior work, which is our new weight room, and also in the back of the facility out by our Borough Beach. We are redoing our concession stand. We have done a little bit of construction in our restrooms off the gym, but mostly has been outside, and beginning March 1st, we'll be coming inside and really getting into the facility and redoing most of all the building inside.
And BART assures customers that the wait will be well worth it, as these improvements are effective and necessary for the longevity of the facility.
Our facility here at Sportscom opened in 1987, and we have done some minor reconstruction work here in the building. Of course, our indoor pool and our outdoor pools will be redone, but now we're getting into the building and doing a complete renovation of the inside of the building, which we're going to have a new HVAC system. We're going to have a new track upstairs. We're going to have new workout rooms upstairs. We're going to redo the gym floor. We're going to redo the carpet and move. We're going to have an elevator put into our old front desk area and move it out to the lobby, which is located right now. Will be located, and it's going to be a big addition, a big improvement to our building. We're very excited, and our patrons are excited as they move back in on May the 4th.
With the facility being closed for 2 months, customers will have other options for their recreational and fitness needs.
As you know, our population here in Murfreesboro and Rutherford County has really been booming lately, so we're hoping to add these new amenities to our building to help serve the public. And on our passes at Patterson Park, you can go over there and also use here when we back up May the 4th, but we did add 2 months to all our people that came in and joined the facility and re-up their passes. So we've added 2 months to their pass where they can use Patterson while we're closed, but hopefully with a new addition and new renovation, it's going to add to more amenities for our public.
And if all goes according to plan, Sportscom is set to reopen in May. For more information, you can always view Murfreesboro's Parks and Recreation Facebook page or Sportscom's Facebook page. Some of Rutherford County's most creative youth are receiving recognition for their artistic talents. Mayor McFarland was on hand to present awards to a few of the most talented school children in the county at the 2nd annual Rutherford County Youth Art Awards ceremony. The event showcased various works of art created by students from different Rutherford County schools. The best pieces were submitted to appear in the show, which are then judged by a panel of judges to establish the award recipients. The all-volunteer City Hall Arts Committee says that the art show is a great opportunity to bring together many creative young artists and wonderful art educators to create an environment where art is both welcomed and appreciated. 2 city departments teamed up in honor of Black History Month to present a fun-filled night of wisdom, culture, and entertainment. Murfreesboro's city schools come together to partner with Murfreesboro's Parks and Recreation Department for a special night to celebrate African American heritage and culture. The event, entitled The African American Journey, was held free of charge at Patterson Park Community Center, with an open invitation to anyone in the community to attend. The event helps to kick off Black History Month with a night of personal stories, soul food tastings, and cultural art and traditions.
African American people, we're under one umbrella, but there's many facets of the African people.
The celebration boasts a beautiful gallery featuring various works of art from local artists in the community. State Representative Brenda Gilmore even made an appearance along with some very talented local performers. There was even an area where attendees could go and learn more about culture and history from a group known as the Wisdom of the Elders.
The Wisdom of the Elders is a program that's designed specifically for African Americans, and you have to be 65 years or older to be a part of it. And it's where a group of us African Americans meet once a week for 3 months out of the year.
The elders show pieces of art that they've created to depict real-life experiences and their own personal outlooks during particularly impactful time periods. Attendees can also learn more about heritage and some of the life stories of elders in the group.
We illustrated the 60s, and during that time was segregation. So that's why I did this painting on separate but not equal, because I attended segregated schools up until I went to college. So that was what life was like for me.
You can tell that attendees really enjoyed this particular part of the celebration because it gave them an opportunity to learn about individuals' own personal accounts as they endured hardships and lived through some of the most controversial times in our country's history.
I think I appreciate life more because I know what the struggle was like. And not having everything handed to me on a silver spoon, but having to work, I think I appreciate my education a whole lot more. I don't take life for granted like a lot of the kids do these days because everything comes so easily for them. And they just don't appreciate the hard times that we had to go through and the struggle that we had to go through to get to where we are.
And that's what makes celebrations like this one so crucial in preserving culture and history.
Actually, seeing our people and knowing the contributions that they made. If you look at the history books, you don't see a lot of that. You don't see a lot of black people. And just helping us to have pride in our nationality and knowing that blacks contributed a lot to the history of this nation. It helps us to be prideful to know that we can accomplish whatever we want to. It doesn't matter the color of your skin.
And both Nancy and Diane seem to agree that events like this are essential in continuing traditions and passing down stories to future generations by coming together in the community to spread knowledge about African American cultures and histories.
I want my grandchildren, and in my case, my great-grandchildren, to know everything about me that is good, and even some of the bad, and maybe that will keep them from going in that direction. If you come to recreation centers that have all different kinds of diverse programs, like here at Patterson, you'll learn so much more.
It's a good way to get to know people and to really feel proud of your community, to be a part of it. So I would invite everybody, especially the young people, to come out because they can learn. The elder people come out because they lived through it, and just being able to come together and enjoy each other. I think that would be great.
The city's new purchasing director comes to Murfreesboro equipped with an impressive resume and goals for the future.
My name is Althea Pemzo, and I'm the purchasing director for the city of Murfreesboro. I've been in the procurement field for almost 15 to 20 years in various positions.
Pemzo served as purchasing manager in Winter Park, Florida. She also was the procurement officer in West Palm Beach. Pemzo also worked for the city of Orlando for almost a decade. She has an undergraduate degree in business administration from the University of Central Florida and a master's degree in counseling from Florida Christian University.
Cities have always been a great place for me to work as they require so much in terms of goods and services. One of the challenges has always been how to meet the needs of the citizens and to always be a good steward and to save money and utilize the resources the best we could. So my claim to fame has always been to get everyone everything they need using the best prices, the best alliances, and the best resources. As a purchasing director for the city of Murfreesboro, my goal would be to try to create an economies of scale ensuring that we can leverage all the volume discounts that we can. And in the course of doing that, it's possible to save thousands of dollars each year when we consolidate our purchases into one. And the goal would be to centralize purchasing so that we create one place where all the requests can go using our new ERP system, and one place for the invoices and for the payments to be made as well. It's called P2P, procurement to pay, and that's the system that the city will be on. I have found that the city's team has been great and wonderful to work with. Everyone has been really cooperative in helping me to establish the infrastructure for the department. I'll be setting up a small task force with some buyers that, or some users that frequently use the purchasing system to create a system that's both flexible and also transparent, and that's easily accessible for all city staff.
After numerous years of service to the city, one of the Murfreesboro Police Department's finest is hanging up his holster.
Roy Fields began his law enforcement career at the Watertown Police Department, where he worked from 1974 to 1976. From there, he moved to the Wilson County Sheriff's Office, and he worked there from 1976 until he came to work for the city of Murfreesboro in 1978, and he served as a sergeant while he was at Wilson County. When he began his police career here at Murfreesboro, or working for the police department, a lot of people don't know this, but he was actually hired as a dispatcher. That was on January the 23rd of 1978, and as he may recall the story for you later, 37 years ago today, on February the 10th, he loaded up everything he had in a pickup truck and moved to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and that's where he's been ever since, and that's been home. Chief, is that right? He transferred to a police officer's position on June the 7th of 1978 and received his first promotion to the rank of sergeant on July the 1st of 1982. Lieutenant, August of 1995, Captain, July of 1996, Major, November of 2003, and he was promoted to the position of Assistant Chief of Police on November the 7th of 2006. He is a founding member of the Fatal Accident Crash Team, our FACT team. That occurred in June of 1981. He was certified as an accident reconstructionist in September of 1983 and was one of the founding members of our first motorcycle unit in October of 1983. One of the things that he will tell you that he's very proud of is that he had an opportunity to attend the FBI National Academy and was graduated from that institution in the 201st session. That was in June of 2000. He's a member of the Tennessee Law Enforcement Officers Association, the Tennessee Association of Chiefs of Police, the International Association of Chiefs of Police, the FBI National Academy Associates, and he's a past member of the CAD Corps Board of Directors.
Chief Fields, you've made a difference. You've made a difference in your family. You've got children who love you. Your son, Chad, is a baseball coach to my son, and my son still talks about Coach Fields. You've made a difference in this department. You've mentored the officers who are here in this room. You've led in programs like the Fatal Accident team and the motorcycle team. We understand the significance of your weapon, and through the council's vision and support, we'd like to present you your service weapon here. You'd come forward, Chief. It says presented to Assistant Chief Roy Fields on the occasion of his retirement from the Murfreesboro Police Department, January 23rd, 1978 to February 24th, 2017. So we get this thing open here. So there you go, and that's got your badge in it as well.
Chief, I know we've had the opportunity to talk the past few days, and we're able to say a lot, but I just want to say thank you for everything that you've done for me personally, for the department and the city overall. From my early years with the department, you've not only been a positive influence in my career, but for others, and that was seen on a regular basis. Not only did you emphasize hard work, but the most important thing is God and family, and for that I am truly grateful. And I just want to say I wish you the best in your retirement.
I want to thank everybody for having faith and confidence in me of being able to put me in positions to lead me forward. Commissioner Jones, Chief Christman, Chief Bowen, Chief Garrett, a lot who pushed me forward and put me in positions where I am now, not the least of which is Mr. Haley in the back. People have often asked me, the two questions that I get the most when I talk about retirement is, what's next? What are you going to do? I'll answer that. I don't have any definite plans, but Cliff Sharp says he's got something for me to do, so we'll see if we can't work on that. I'll try to end with this if I can. As it's been mentioned, I try to be religious, but I know that I fall short sometimes. But there's one scripture that I've always went back to that's helped me as a police officer in my career. And that's Romans 13:4, because sometimes you start feeling bad where you have to arrest somebody or maybe get a little rough with them. But this scripture reads, "But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain, for he is the minister of God." And I wholeheartedly believe that.
With warmer weather nearing, so are some great spring activities, including Cannonsburg's annual Pioneer Day celebration, partnered with the 3rd annual Backyard Barbecue Festival.
Season's coming up quickly. We're going to have some nice warm days. We're looking forward to April 25th is our 39th annual Pioneer Days. It's going to be from 10 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock, and we're really excited about that. It's a great way to experience our park system in Cannonsburg Village specifically. We've got demonstrators here. We've got people who can show what blacksmithing looks like, what soap making, that type of demonstration of what America looked like 100 to 200 years ago. So it's a really fun event. Like a lot of our events, Pioneer Days is growing every year. We look at new ways to incorporate different things from the community. We're really excited about the Backyard Barbecue Cook-Off that we partner with right across on the Greenway side. And that's on the same day, same time, where people can come and get the best of both worlds.
Well, this is our 3rd annual barbecue festival. It's grown from just a small 24-team cook-off with chicken and ribs to this year. It looks like we're going to have about 36 teams with a cook-off and then added a festival type environment, more family friendly, to go along with the Pioneer Days. And what we'll have there is not only the cook-off, but this year we've added a high school culinary steak cook-off, which will be a lot of fun with the different culinary classes here in Rutherford County. Then also a cornhole toss tournament. That'll be a new event, bring in a lot of folks to have fun. And then also a rib eating contest. So we need some folks to enter that. That's going to be a real good festival.
Years ago, I got involved with the competitive barbecue circuit. Great people, great families, and we felt we needed that here in Murfreesboro. So we have the privilege of having the 3rd Backyard Barbecue Festival here in Murfreesboro. And I will tell you, on April the 25th, get up that morning, turn your nose towards Murfreesboro, and you will smell the aroma of some of the finest Southern barbecue in the nation, the fine Southern cuisine. Memphis has Memphis in May. Murfreesboro has the Backyard Barbecue Festival.
Pioneer Days is a free event. It's great for the whole family to come out. You can grab food, you can purchase crafts. It's a great way to look at some of our great local crafters and walk around, do some of the demonstrations, participate in some of the old-time games. Kids can dress up in clothes and walk around and learn a little bit about a different type of historical perspective of Murfreesboro.
The overall view is to add to Pioneer Days and to add to our community. We will also have a chicken shack that'll be there, and Dr. Smith will have barbecue chicken and pulled pork where you can actually buy plates of barbecue. So you'll get your fill of barbecue when you come.
I currently have almost 100 judges from all over the country who are competing to become one of the 36 judges in the Backyard Barbecue Festival. Word is out there. I think it's the people want to come to Murfreesboro. I was talking to a gentleman from Pennsylvania. He's planning his vacation around being picked here to come here as a judge, and he's interested in the Civil War. So we've got a lot of physical and historical attractions that will attract people. This is a great place, and Cannonsburg is an excellent venue to have this contest.
Also, to get involved, we've got a website that's up and going, www.backyardbbqfest.com.
The 39th Annual Pioneer Days will be hosted here at Cannonsburg Village on April 25th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
In other news, Middle Tennesseans are about to get a little more familiar with their area code. Effective immediately, those 3 extra digits will become required dialing for all calls as part of the creation of a new area code in the 615 area. According to the Tennessee Regulatory Authority, all calls dialed from the 615 area code will require 10 digits to be completed. So beginning in March, callers who dial without an area code will not be able to complete their calls and will receive a message to try again with a complete area code. In a continuing effort to meet the needs of Murfreesboro residents, the Community Development Department is encouraging citizens to participate in the planning process for their 5-year consolidated plan. In order to gain the public's input on the plan, the department will be conducting a public meeting on April 6th from 6 to 7 p.m. at Patterson Park Community Center. For more information, you can reach the Community Development Department's office at 615-890-4660. Murfreesboro's Parks and Recreation Department is springing into the new season with a splurge of events. There will be a St. Patty's Day Getaway on Friday, March 13th from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Patterson Park Pool, with various activities to help celebrate the Day of the Irish. Dinner will be provided along with an Irish sweet treat. There is a pre-registration fee of $5, or you can register the day of for $7. For more information, please contact Carrie Clemens at 615-893-7439. There will also be a community-wide yard sale at Cannonsburg Village on Saturday, March 28th from 7 a.m. to noon. The deadline to register for a booth space is March 25th. Booth spaces measure 10 by 10 feet and they are available for $10. For more information, you can contact Cannonsburg Village at 615-890-0355. Have you ever wanted to learn about Hawaiian culture? Parks and Rec will be hosting a luau on the island where kids ages 8 to 12 can dance the hula, play the ukulele, make a lei, speak Hawaiian, and play games at the Gateway Island. That's on Thursday, April 2nd from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Reservations are required and the cost to participate is $10. For more information, contact Melinda Tate at 615-893-2141. Plus, there will be an underwater egg hunt at the Patterson Park Pool on Saturday, March 28th for children ages 2 to 9 years old. Registration will begin at 8 a.m. and the jump is at 9 a.m. For more information, contact Carrie Clemens at 615-893-7439. And there will also be a citywide Easter egg hunt held on Saturday, April 4th at 1 p.m. at Richard Siegel Community Park. It is free to participate and children of all ages are welcome to attend and enjoy the hunt. Participants will hunt for eggs and then exchange them for prizes at the Exchange booth. In addition, there will be carnival-style games and a visit from the Easter Bunny himself. For more information, contact the Athletic Department at 615-907-2251. Well, that's it for this edition of In the City. For more information about the City of Murfreesboro, just visit our website at murfreesborotn.gov. And if you want to watch one of the stories that you've seen today or catch up on some of the latest city news, you can always visit the City of Murfreesboro's YouTube channel. I'm Callie Durham. Until next time, we look forward to seeing you in the city.